Welcome, everyone, to the Sonoma Spiel. My name is Tim Zahner with the Sonoma Valley Visitors Bureau. It's a lovely day in Sonoma Valley. It's actually winter. It's not that cold. The rest of the country right now is freezing, if you read the news. But it is so nice in Sonoma Valley in the winter. And even though, it's not always sunny here, in the winter, it's a time for us to kind of get contemplative and look inward. And a large part of that is either sitting and talking to neighbors when you're kind of feeling a little too inside, or working on arts and kind of doing neat things, like whether it's crafts or knitting. Every year my wife takes up, again, I think it's cross-stitch, sometimes it's crochet, sometimes it's knitting. The fiber arts, so our house becomes full of fiber arts in the winter, and that lasts as long as the cats don't attack everything, which, about a week or so. And that's why today, speaking of which, the arts and contemplation and building community. Today I have a very special guest. Now, I know every week I say I have a very special guest, but this time, listeners, I do actually mean it. She's had a radio show here in the very studio that I am in. She's very artistic. She has brought really cool concepts to not just Sonoma Valley, but around the North Bay in what she does. I have Britney Lee with ClusterFunk Studio. Hello, Britney.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Great, especially after that intro. How could I not be doing
I know,
great?
I feel like you sound like fireworks or something.
Yeah, I know. Pew, 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 pew.
Well, you are a DJ, so you could probably do that.
Yeah.
You could do like a whole little music
Sound
intro.
effect. Oh, yeah. Give me the crowd say, yeah.
You know what's funny? We do have on here sound effects. Hold on. I think I can push one of these buttons.
Oh, pushing buttons now.
It didn't work.
Oh, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Damn.
See, maybe I should hire you. I have the wrong channel.
Probably turned off someone's lights somewhere else.
Oh, applause just happened. I turned
Oh.
up the channel and it happened.
Look at that.
I could be your backup.
Thank you. I need that. I need that. My rim shot guy.
I'll be the
Put them-
guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. So, Brittany, tell me, who are you and what is? Well, let's start with what is a ClusterFunk Studio? What is that?
ClusterFunk Studios.
Yeah.
It is an art entertainment company.
Okay.
Started about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I do event planning.
Okay.
And I guess my whole charge here is to bring out the creative side of the community.
Okay. So can you explain to me what that means when you do art events? Because when I think of arts, oftentimes like here's a gallery, like here's a museum, or here's a studio far away that you don't really have access to.
Yeah.
Are you not doing that? Like, what is that? What is an art event?
I try to have really casual, accessible events, easy for people to kind of jump in and show their creative prowess.
Okay.
I mean, the most notable event is our paint party.
Okay.
Sip and Paint, which I'm rebranding to an art lounge.
Art lounge.
Art lounge.
Heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
The art lounge is
Doing an art lounge, which is essentially very similar to a paint party or a sip and paint.
Right.
That concept is there. But
And explain the concept for people who have never been to that.
You paint and you drink. There you go.
But not like what I do on the weekends, which is like painting the fence and drinking a beer.
No.
Okay.
So we're painting. So how it works is I have a book of designs.
Okay.
And I'm typically the only paint party that does like a book of stencil designs that I make on my own.
Oh.
I do have some copycats out there.
Really?
Now, yeah, which is
Who will
kind of
remain
flattering.
nameless? Yeah, actually, plagiarism is the most sincerest form.
I know. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
you guys want to do my
So
thing.
so you're not putting up like a Monet painting and saying, let's paint that.
No, it's not like your grandma's sip and paint, right? Where you go and someone's in the front and telling you, okay, put it here, draw the line there, No, it's like, sit down. You have your materials.
Okay.
Here's some really cool designs. I mean, I have everything from a Bigfoot with a Hello Kitty head on it to I have flowers.
Okay.
But then I also have skulls.
Good.
And I have a mouth full of eyeballs.
Oh my God.
I have
Wait, this is like Salvador Dali and absurdism and Hello Kitty and like K-pop and like all of it.
Yes.
All
I
of
have
it.
oddities. I have something, someone can find something that they like. I have everything from the cute to the creepy to the queer to the weird.
Okay. And are they painting this on like a canvas or a piece of paper? Or what's-
Canvas.
Canvas.
Structured canvas.
Okay.
You can even hang it up in your house. I have people who have whole galleries of clusterfunk art that they've done, just coming
love
to the
this.
different paint parties and making, whatever resonates with them that day. Maybe they want to do a cartoon character. Maybe they want to paint their partner.
Right.
Maybe they don't want to use my design at all. Maybe they just want to paint
So they can do
whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Because I
Absolutely.
know a lot of these parties classically, it's like, this is a still life. We're all going to paint the same thing.
Right.
And they are kind of fun because like there are different levels of ability and enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But it sounds like with yours, a little more freewheeling.
Absolutely. I do not want people to paint the same thing.
Okay.
I want all the paintings to look very different. But, people can do what they want to do. And typically when people do what they want to do, they all do different things.
Different things.
Yeah.
Brittany, how did you get into that world?
Oh man, actually I went to a sip and paint
Which is good.
Yeah. In San Diego is where I was before I came out here.
Oh, great. Okay. And they call it America's finest city.
San Diego?
That's what San Diego says. That's what they say, Brittany. I'm not them.
You know what? I'm not even going to totally disagree because it's been my favorite place to live.
Yeah.
No shade to Sonoma County.
Right.
I love being up here.
Yeah.
But San Diego is just bigger. If you want like a bigger city
It's a city.
feel.
Yes.
But it's still very broken up into kind of towns, La Jolla, Chula Vista, Normal Heights and stuff.
Right.
And I was in the military, which was a whole other
Were you stationed down there?
society. Yeah, I was in Pendleton.
You were. Okay.
And then I got stationed in 32nd Street, which is in San Diego proper.
Okay.
That's where I deployed from.
Were you a recruiter? Were you a recruiter? No.
No.
Okay.
I was a Marine.
You were, yeah.
Just a
Semper Fi,
regular
look at
Marine.
you.
Yeah.
So we used to, this is funny. And my dad listened to this podcast. We used to go on vacation at Camp Pendleton every year because my dad.
You would vacation there? Oh my God. What kind of father? This is on a level of child abuse that is acceptable.
This is so fantastic. So my dad was in the Navy, and his friend was in the Marines.
Okay.
And there were like 10 R&R trailers in the corner of a beach at Pendleton, and they were very affordable, as you can imagine.
Okay.
And so we would go there for the week, and we'd be down.
I've seen these things along the beach.
They probably have not changed. I'm sure they were leaching formaldehyde. They were not high end. Okay. The best part of it though, as a 10-year-old boy, is the amphibious assault vehicles, and the platoons of Marines would go running by with very creative chants that a 10-year-old boy is like, "What word was that?"
Oh yeah.
They had opinions about the Army
Early in the morning.
Yeah. And the Amtraks would come by, and the beach was fantastic as long as you didn't mind a bunch of crazy recon guys running by. And my memories were quite good. Yours might have been, since you were probably running, probably not as fun.
Right. The beach was punishment.
Yeah.
It was not it's not fun. The mortars in the background.
Not as fun either.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's funny.
You get used to it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, yeah.
The mortars just started going off right now. I'd be like, oh, it's like home.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you were down in San Diego. How long were you down there for?
4 years. I was in the military for 4 years.
Okay.
Active. And then you do 4 years and active. But,
Okay.
and then I stayed there for, maybe another 2 or 3 years working after I got out of the military.
Okay. I get it. It's a cool town, and they do have fantastic fish tacos. So the food there is good, and the weather in San Diego. I know this is becoming a San Diego ad, but the weather's quite nice down there.
It is.
It's like always, as long as you don't go too far inland, it's always temperate right by the coast, right?
Yeah.
It is nice. My brother lives down there, and he loves it. So
Yeah.
it's a good spot.
Great weather, great food. Lots of stuff to do.
Lots of stuff.
And which is why I do what I like being up here and trying to do stuff up here, because I came from an area that had everything to do.
Yeah. Right.
And hence the sip and paint.
Right. So you got the sip and paint idea. You went to one.
I went to one. I was trying to date this girl.
Oh.
And she's like, "Oh, let's go painting." She,
Activities work on dates.
Yeah. Yep. And so I was like, "Oh, I didn't really want to go because I'm not a painter, you know."
So you didn't grow up being like a paint person?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was music.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I grew up singing and playing instruments, and
Okay.
I loved drama and theater and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you were artistic adjacent then.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't like a completely different world for you.
No. Not conceptual.
But not like drawing and stuff like that.
Yeah, not drawing and doing visual.
So you go to
art.
the sip and paint. Did the girl stick around, or was it the painting and she did not?
You know what? It was the standard sip and paint like you'd think.
Okay.
It was an artist there, and they're going on and on about their art or whatever. And I was just kind of there for the wine and the girl. And so I remember sitting there in a sip and paint trying to talk to her.
Right.
And she would be like listening to the instructor.
She's like, I'm sorry, he said mauve. You got to be
Yeah,
quiet.
I know.
Which one's that? Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a damn about this instructor. I don't even care about this painting. I think I finished my painting in like 5 minutes.
Oh, you were that one, huh?
Yeah. I was like, done. So, what do you like to do? This. Really? You know?
She was into this painting.
She was following along.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's fine. You know, I was like, I get it. You know, you follow instructions. I follow instructions for a while. But I guess being in the military and having to follow instructions all the time, I found it very liberating to be able to do whatever I wanted to do.
I bet you. Yeah. I mean, Marines, they're fairly specific on everything.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have the freedom to draw outside the lines, as it were.
Yeah.
Once you start doing your own kind of style there.
Absolutely. Well, I'm like, I'm off base right now, girl. I don't care what they're saying. I listen to people all day.
Right.
I don't want to listen to anybody right now. I'm trying to listen to you. I'm trying to see what's up with you. Anyway, I didn't keep dating her. She was a robot. And
but the concept of the paint stuck in your head.
I thought to myself while I was there, because she was, you know, I was like, okay, because I kept trying to talk to her, and so I just let it go. I'm like, I'm not going to.
Right, it's not going to happen.
More wine.
It's not going to happen.
And as I drank more wine, I was like, you know what they need in here? Music. You know?
So they didn't have music going on?
No.
Oh.
It was just people painting and
you were like in a storefront someplace or whatever?
Like, yeah, we're at their little studio or whatever.
Oh, it was? Okay, because I know here a lot of them do them at winery tasting rooms.
Yeah.
And I always thought that these were always a winery thing, but what I'm just now learning, so thank you, is that these actually started in little art studios and they would bring wine in. Hold on, my mind is blown. There's not wine everywhere around the world where like you just stumble into wineries?
No, it's not. It's very different from Sonoma, which is what, when I came here and, you know, I saw all this winery and stuff, I was like, wow, they don't have, and I was thinking about what kind of business I wanted to open. I was like, they don't have any like sip-in paints here that I see, you know, I mean, not so common, you know.
No, they weren't.
Especially for a place that has wineries, like most places have Starbucks, you know.
Yes, like they say, you cannot swing a cat and not knock over 5 wineries from where we're sitting right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, people here probably would love to paint along with their wine, and I thought we'd start tapping into that market.
Okay.
I had a partner who was doing the business with me.
Okay.
And she was drawing on her tablet one day. And we were both out of work. And I was like, you know, I have this idea about doing like art and music because I like music.
Right.
I see you doing art. Let's offer something to the community. She was like, no, I don't want to do it, you know. And eventually she kind of caved, and because what else are we going to do? And I was like, let's just try it and see who shows up. Okay. And we had like 50 people at our first.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Was it done at a tasting room or a venue?
No. It was done at a dive bar that was literally called The Dirty.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And we were painting liquor bottles.
You're painting onto liquor bottles?
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. Mm-hmm. Just designing custom labels, but essentially not the label at all, just designing the bottle.
Yeah, just paint on the bottle.
Oh, that's clever. Okay.
And I had my janky little speaker.
Right.
And my cell phone that I was playing music from. Yeah. I mean, it was the first time. Oh, God, it's such a cringy thought now, but I mean, people had a lot of fun.
You got to start somewhere.
You started somewhere. Yeah, we just went out there and did our janky little thing.
Really? And the Dirty used to be called the Dirty Bird, and then something else I can't remember. But it's a fantastic classic dive bar, which I don't even know if it's still open.
It is. I actually recently went there. It's called the Mockingbird.
Oh, see, the bird thing has gone through that for a while. Yeah. So
That's nice in there now. I would go back in there and do a conversation club or
Mockingbird, listen up.
Yeah.
Well, let's actually transition to that. But before we do, real quick,
sure.
You are also the DJ. So you would do the painting, but then you would bring in your DJ stuff and put on music, and not just from your little phone. You actually would do full DJ stuff.
Yeah. So it morphed, right?
Okay.
I started off just doing it on my phone, and then eventually I moved to like a tablet and then a computer, and then now I have a controller and a computer. Okay. And now I have 2 speakers. Wow. And now I have a bigger controller, and now I have a DJ booth. You know,
how did you learn how to do that? Like how? I know I got DJs here in the studio behind me.
Doing paint parties constantly.
Yeah, but
every time, anywhere we could. Yes.
So you just keep building out your kit or whatever, your supplies for the music, and keep gathering different types of music.
And trying to make the service better and better. Reinvesting the money that we made back into the equipment so we can offer a better service
experience.
to
It's not just a little Bluetooth
people.
speaker there.
Yeah.
What do you do themes for your music? Do you just like think ahead of time, or do you just kind of react to the crowd? Or how do you-
It's very impromptu. Depends on who shows up, because I never know who is really going to be there, and try to kind of tailor an experience that they would enjoy. Also, maybe even music that they've never heard,
Okay.
to share like a different
Right.
type of art or a different type of music.
Bring creativity, because if you get people out of their element,
Right.
they might get new thoughts and get moving there.
Exactly.
There's a coffee shop I go to, and there's young people all work at it. And sometimes music will come on, like I really like it, and I have to go up and I'm like, who the heck is this?
And they're like, Katy Perry.
no, it's like this
And you're
crazy.
like, oh, I love Katy
Never heard of
Perry.
it. No. This guy was like this Canadian.
Don't deny it, Tim.
No, it was like this Canadian.
I saw you listening to
Swedish,
Katy
African.
Perry.
I'm a big fan of her. No, hold on. I embarrass my daughter all the time because I'm like, there's all these different fandoms have different names, right? The Taylor Swifts are Swifties, right? There's Barbs, which are, I think, Cardi B. I'm not sure exactly who.
Oh.
Here's the problem. I mix them all up, and my daughter goes, Dad, you need to stop. I'm like, no, I'm just a huge fan. And then she goes, Dad, please, for the love of God. You're embarrassing me. But yeah,
Another form of child abuse.
Absolutely.
You went to Pendleton. I'm going to call them Swifty beehives.
Beehive.
Yeah.
There you go. Right. So I knew that one.
You got one.
See? Thank you.
You better not get Beyonce
This
wrong,
kid-
or we're
this
going to
kid-
get bum rushed
look
in this
at you.
studio.
Does Katy Perry have a fandom?
She might, but
They call
I'm
the
not.
Katys? Yeah, you're not part of that
I
group.
don't know.
No.
Let's make up a name
She's
for them.
dating
Let's call them the Perrys.
The Perrys? The platypuses.
The platypuses.
Good Perry platypus.
That sounds like it could go wrong
That
really
could
fast.
definitely go wrong. She's dating the Canadian Prime Minister right now.
Oh, right. Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau. So look at the Trudeaus.
He's not the prime minister anymore, is he?
Touche. You're right. Thank you for checking in on current events.
She waited till she was like, look,
She was out of the
I would get with you, but
Yeah, too much going on there.
yeah, you're way too high profile. And he was
Yeah.
like, don't worry about that. I
They're
quit.
They're both on the rebound.
From who?
From their
Last relationship?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. You really
that-
are a fan, huh?
I'm
You
basically
following-
People Magazine right here.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. So you got ClusterFunk Studio. You're the DJ. You're doing that. But you just dropped a hint on another component that you're working on underneath, I think, the ClusterFunk world. And you said a conversation club.
Conversation Club.
What is that?
It is it is a club for people who are interested in getting together to talk.
Okay,
Because-
hold on. Just talk.
Just talk.
No, I think it's a bad idea. I always want to have my phone all the time, and I just want to no, I don't want to talk to people. Why would I want to go to a conversation club?
Because you need to talk to people.
I do.
You do.
Why?
Because talking is an art form. Talking is a form of communication. People need to communicate. And I honestly, cell phones, social media and cell phones, I think these things are great. I mean, they give you so much information at the drop of a dime. But I think that people, if anything, I think technology cripples us
Okay.
to a point. Just like remembering cell phone number or phone numbers.
Oh my gosh, you're right, because you probably only know 3 and
Yeah.
from when you were a kid.
Like 911. That's like the only one
only one you
people
know.
remember.
No, so because I wasn't recording at the time, but you were talking to another DJ who was here, and he's going through some health issues, and you were having a very heartfelt conversation with him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you were doing something different than just talking. You were listening.
Also part of talking.
Yeah. And you asked him a couple key questions, and he really opened up. And he's got some health issues, which I think gives him some perspective. But you were so good at just sitting right there, and just, okay, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
And I think for him that was a great connection.
It can be really therapeutic for people to sit and talk, to be heard.
Yeah. Why did you decide to start that?
In doing ClusterFunk, one of the things that happens at my events, because I don't have an artist up there telling you what to do, it's not a teaching. It is a social event, or it's meant to be very social. And one thing that I noticed is that people will come to the event, they'll come with people that they came with, or they'll come alone, and they'll only talk to their table, or they won't talk to anyone. and they make great art, whatever, you get through the event, but I wanted to find this year, I wanted to find a way to highlight that conversation, because I would walk around and I would see some people, just clicking up or not talking. And then I would see other people who were talking, and they were having so much more fun than the people. And they were getting so much more out of it than the people who weren't talking to anybody or only talking to people that they came with. And those people were the ones who really would come back and do it more and tell friends and, sometimes I would kind of stand and I would hear these conversations happening, not like knowing what they were talking about, but I could just feel the joy, or feel the connection happening in the room or in the area. And that's because people had their cell phones down. They had something else to do with their hands that wasn't a fidget spinner or, I don't know, food or drinking,
right.
Or vice,
Right.
It was a way for them to also be creative. And while they're thinking about, painting their eyeball here, they're also talking to some other person about, oh yeah, I love this car. Or, I love that. We're relating on some level to other people. And I think that's just something that we are it's becoming a gap in society, I think. And I want to do what I can to say, here's something different. It's very simple.
Right.
And it can be very interesting. And, I think it's really important for people to understand other people who are in their community and how they think and what they feel. And I think that helps you connect more to the place that you call home.
Yeah. Brittany, you obviously value conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And you DJ and you had the radio show. So that's part of, where you're at. Were you raised in a family that was a big part of your family lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Having conversations.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad was a sociology and psychology teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were his little experiment, huh?
Yeah. He raised all of us to be very critical thinkers.
Yeah.
And inquisitive and do social experiments on people. I would go, and I do this to people now, but I would go to a place with my dad, like maybe a restaurant or something, and the waitress would say, "Oh, hi, is this your daughter?" And he'd be like, "No, it's my wife." And I'm like 12.
Like Dad. And your dad would play it straight. Your dad would play it straight.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even crack or do a wink.
Wife.
Oh my gosh.
And the waitress would be like, "Oh, it's just funny to see them kind of crack for a second."
Right.
And then he would come back around, "No, I'm kidding. It is my daughter, He's like, "I just wanted to see what you were going to do."
Oh my gosh.
And some people are like, "Oh my gosh." To the point where they're freaking out. And he's like, no, I'm kidding.
It's okay. Okay. Calm down.
But yeah, stuff like that. I think it's really interesting to see people,
And did your dad was a teacher, a professor or teacher. Did he just through that example teach you to listen or teach you to talk, or is that something you picked up outside? How did you become this person that's willing to bring it in?
He was very intentional about saying, about paying attention to people, reading and understanding people. And my mom was a cop.
Oh, okay.
So she was also very
reading people every day.
Investigative and
wow.
Asked a lot of questions.
Okay.
And so I was also in a prior life a police officer too, as a deputy. And, I got training on how to interview people and investigate crimes. And
how many weird jobs have you had?
I know.
Not weird. I should say different.
They are. It is weird. Being a cop is a weird job. It
is.
is. It's a very weird job.
I imagine it is. I have friends who are police officers and neighbors, and I can imagine that can be a very difficult job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I, ride around in my cruiser and talk to all people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
From crackheads to, celebrities.
Yeah. Was that here in California or were you elsewhere?
Florida.
Okay, Florida. So you're from Florida?
Yes.
From northern Florida?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say a food product. You can tell me if you've ever had it. Because this is what I had when I was in Tallahassee. I'm going to mispronounce it.
Okay.
They called it boiled peanuts.
Oh, my God.
Boiled peanuts.
Delicious.
You got to buy them from a guy on the side of the road.
Yes.
So,
they have them in gas stations and stuff. But, mostly it's a peanut guy.
Yeah. And
Like there's a crab guy on the side of the road. He just has crabs just on the side of the road.
that is also a weird thing about that part of Florida. Yeah. But they're salted and they're delicious.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can get them hot or mild.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a Northern Florida thing.
They're delicious. I wish it became a California thing.
No. Yeah. I mean, yes.
Wow.
No, in the sense that like it wouldn't be the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, here's my
Oh my
theory.
God, they try to wrap them in a tortilla.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. My theory of food zones, and I could be wrong, but here it is. For example, when I mentioned the tacos down in San Diego, they're fantastic down there, and they're really, really good. But if I went to Tallahassee and expected the same kind of tacos, I probably would be disappointed.
Sorely.
Right. But if I said I want to find really good Caribbean food in Southern Florida, it's all over the place. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
If I go to...
Because they're over there. We're
'cause
right
it's
by the
there,
islands.
Right there.
The tacos are good in San Diego because Mexico's like 2 steps away.
Right there. Right.
Yeah.
So that's and there's enough of a critical mass of the culture and stuff like that. So even though, yes, I think ball peanuts should come to Sonoma County and some guy on the side of the road should be selling them, they probably won't be as good as they are where they're from.
They would if I made them. You know what I'm going to do next?
Touche.
I'm going to have ClusterFunk Studios boiled peanuts.
I would buy
Coming
them.
out.
And then you're like, and this is
I
Daryl
have
the
a
crab
line
guy.
all the way down the Bohemian Highway. Okay.
Some dude selling golf crab from the side of the road in his
Yeah.
and I'm like, sure. If you vouch for him, I'm in.
Oh my God.
That is so funny. Are there foods, speaking of food, are there foods that you miss from Florida from your upbringing?
Oh my God. Yeah. Publix chicken.
Publix, what's Publix? People who don't know what that is here.
It's a store.
Store.
Like Safeway.
Publix with an X though, right? Publix, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like the big grocery store out there.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're an institution in the Southeast.
They're deli and bakery and
So that's something you miss from
oh my God, yeah.
real. Okay.
All the stuff there is so good.
Okay.
You'll be like, you go to restaurant? No, I go to the
This is like
grocery store
for real. Okay.
and go to the deli section. You get a sub.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. The chicken,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
The desserts,
Yeah, it's all good.
cakes, yeah.
I love
pies,
that.
Whatever.
I love that. Okay, Publix. See? You got everything.
Of course, the seafood. The seafood
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Florida, there's no comparison.
Oh, come on. We have Dungeness crab in California. Oh, are you making a face about the Dungeness crab? You are. Yeah. So, okay, look, here's the deal. Florida has the Gulf and the Atlantic, right? And Florida is about like what, 2.5 miles wide or something like that? Like between,
Wow.
it's just full of alligators in the middle.
Coming for the girth? You coming for the girth right now?
So you guys do have good seafood down there.
Yes.
I went crabbing in the Gulf, which by the way is not deep. It's like you have to walk out 3 miles to get out there.
Still
And-
coming for the
And then you use like raw chicken on a string, and we had like a net, and you kind of do this thing where I'm like, come here, little crab, and when you feel it, you get it, right? But here's the deal with the Gulf: it's like brown, like it's not like blue, right? Like
Right.
The pictures, they're not telling you the truth. You're up like waist deep, 3 miles out in the shallow bathwater with raw chicken,
swampy.
a little swampy.
Watch out for the gators.
Okay, and that's, you guys have gators, you have gar. Gar? Yeah, it's this fish that has like this weird thing. Then when I was at like camp, it's like, oh, don't go in the water today. I'm like, why? Oh, there was a coppermouth in the lake. And I'm like, oh, this is a really lovely place to
Lots
be.
of pythons. Yeah. I love snakes, by the way.
Okay, but let's talk about the pythons that got off in the Everglades. You know that story. And they're out there. They got out and they're going like crazy.
Oh,
And you got to go out there and they have bounties. You can go there and hunt them and get a bounty.
they're a nuisance. Boars are also a nuisance too.
Boars?
And wildly, boars are on the highway.
Doing what? Just walking around?
Causing accidents. Yeah.
You don't have...
Can you imagine driving down the highway and
The
there's like a
boars.
boar running around?
Florida is a totally different world. I do
You
love
shoot
it.
it. You get your shotgun. That's
Oh
on
my
there.
God,
Yeah.
this is such a Florida story. You just drive and you have your
And you
shotgun,
just put it over your arm.
right? And you shoot the boar as you drive by, and then you
There
come
you
back
go.
and you're like, "Hey, honey, we're having
Like,
ravioli."
yeah, we're having
tonight."
ribs tonight. Light up the smoker.
And then you're like, "Wait, there's a boiled peanut guy."
No.
Boom,
Before, yeah,
you got it all.
it's an appetizer. It's our edamame.
It's Florida edamame.
It's Florida edamame.
You got it right there.
Yeah.
You got it. So the conversation. Getting back to the conversation club.
Right.
Although now I'm hungry for Publix. How does that work? Like, where are you going to start doing these?
They can happen anywhere.
Okay.
this could be considered one right now.
We're doing a great job.
Yeah. But I do want to have like set events. My
Okay.
first one is going to be on February 28th with
Okay.
an artist, Ricky Watts. He's a muralist in Sonoma County.
Yeah.
He's
I've seen
done
his
a
stuff.
lot of different murals in Petaluma. He did, and I'm going to do it at Brew, which is where he
Did he do the side of their building there?
he did he did their bar. He just redid their bar.
Oh, he
So
did.
if you go in Brew, their whole bar is like this rainbow, like kind of weird.
The actual bar itself, the bottom part right there. So, and Brew is in extreme northern Sonoma Valley in Santa Rosa.
Yeah,
No, I was.
It is.
So it's if you're like that road is College Avenue, which hits Highway 12. So that's a cool coffee shop. I like Brew.
yeah.
They have a neat outdoor spot. When I used to get my oil change places there, and I used to walk to get coffee, but now you have to sit in your car at the oil change place. So that's so dumb.
I actually went and I had a conversation with Ricky because I my conversation club isn't just in person at first.
Oh, okay.
I discovered this virtual space on my website.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I can publish writings there because I write too.
Okay,
I write
okay.
stories and poems
Okay.
and songs and all kind of stuff. And so I wanted to capture some of my thoughts and write them.
Right.
And I didn't want to write a full book, because it's so random.
Right.
And my writing is very conversational.
Okay.
It reads like a conversation.
Okay.
And so I wanted to write a piece on Ricky Watts.
Okay.
And so I contacted him and said, would you meet and talk to me? And so, so we did.
Does he live up here somewhere in Sonoma County? or-
It's Sebastopol.
Oh, so he's local. Okay. Okay.
And so we met up and had a great conversation.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, wow, I want to do this in front of people,
Okay.
And so like a talk show,
Yeah.
like I want to have a talk show.
Okay.
Yes. And so I was like, would you be open to doing something like that? And he was like, yeah, it'd be great to highlight some of us. First, I was going to just limit it to like just artists, so that people can kind of understand artists and their artistic process.
Right.
Because, one thing that I noticed from the paint parties that I was doing is that people don't know what their own art style is. And so that's why they go to the standard sip and paint and have the artist tell them what to do.
Right.
How can you ever know what your art style is if you're always doing what somebody else tells you to do? What makes my experience different is that I'm allowing you the time and space and creative freedom to kind of make your own style of art. And that's how artists develop their art. They don't just come out of the gate with their art style.
Exactly.
They have to hone it. They have to develop it over time.
Yeah.
And I'm at least giving you a starting point
Okay.
to do that, an opportunity to do that if you are willing to take on the challenge or interested in seeing that,
Right.
And so for my people who want to do that, here, let's talk to an accomplished artist.
Gotcha.
And see how they approach a blank canvas.
Right.
What was the process that they took to find out, oh, this is my style? Because he has a very pointed style.
Yeah, I'm looking at it's interesting stuff. Now I've seen him. I recognize some of the stuff and what he's done around town. So you would have talking to the artist in conversation kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then people ask questions, I'm assuming. Time for questions.
They could, I would kind of give a break from me and him talking.
Right.
And we would bring up some points that, maybe people would want to pull him off to the side and say, can you elaborate more on this? Or can we talk about whatever
Right.
you mentioned that? And I want to go deeper on that, give people a chance to maybe send me questions that they might want to,
Right.
Me to dive into. Maybe they don't want to ask,
Right.
maybe we have like a live Q&A
I mean,
fire,
I like that. And also you could even have, when you mentioned people have a hard job at, or they're not as good at having conversations. Having little starters or little prime things to get them going, and then maybe break them off to like, what do you think about this? I mean, I don't know. This sounds like a fun, we used to call it a salon.
There's
where
so many different ways to
yeah,
take this
to have people
concept,
talking,
Right.
and then I'm only holding my phone just to show off some of the murals, but these are really cool. That he makes some really crazy stuff, and I'll put one up here on the camera. I think I've seen some of these are also around Sonoma County, but it looks like he's done them all over the place. And that is really nifty that he does that. And he should.
And that's not his only style. He
So-
does
okay.
other stuff too, but
Okay.
people know him mostly in this area for that.
For that kind of style there.
But I mean, he's flown to different parts of the country and done other murals. And
I love murals. I think the best part about discovering a new city is I think that whether they have like the history mural or this is who lives here mural,
right,
or a whimsical mural.
Yeah.
It makes walking around a town so much cooler.
Art tells so much. Art sends so many messages. It's so important.
Yeah.
They can be good or bad messages,
That's true. That's absolutely true. Yeah.
And I mean, it's when people create their art, sometimes I have people who come to the paint party, not everybody's acing the painting,
Right. Right. I mean,
but I always say, they'll say, I don't like it. I don't like my painting.
Right.
And, I say, well, you made this, this came from you. And the harshest judge right now for your art is yourself. Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like,
instead of being happy that you've just come and done something and had an experience, your first go-to is to criticize yourself.
yeah.
Where else are you doing that in your life?
Oh, look at you. Boomerang that right back
Maybe
out.
you should consider that. If you can't handle a canvas, your little canvas, how are you handling your job?
Yeah.
Who's doing this to you that you've learned to criticize yourself so hard on something that you've done? I bet there's something leading there,
Yeah.
But whether people want to explore that or not, but it is kind of a tell.
Yeah. Brittany, they show up for watercolor.
Yeah.
Looking into their souls.
That's right. It's more than paint. My art, that's why I wanted to change it to Art Lounge.
Okay.
Because it's more than we're just making a painting. It's a connection experience. It is an experience.
So, okay, on that, since this is, I work at the Visitors Bureau and like people come visit. If a group comes, a wedding group or a family group or a corporate group, is that the kind of people that can hire ClusterFunk Studio to come in and do like, okay. So that's, and you'll bring all the stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They provide the room. You got the stuff. You got the music. You got the art supplies.
I can even, if they don't have a location, I would go out and find somewhere. Okay. I would do that work too.
So that's, yeah. And what's kind of nice is we often get people coming to wine country and they say, well, we don't drink wine, or we only want to go wine tasting for a little bit, or we got to do something else. Is there something else to do?
Right.
Yeah. There's so much to do, but you and I live here, so we know there's more to do. Hiking and the food and the soon to be coming boiled peanut store.
Yeah.
But it's cool is that, people like you putting on art stuff. I had a woman in here before who does like yoga and they'll go to groups and they go, you don't just have to do the food and wine. You should do the food and wine, but there's more to Sonoma than that. And I like the idea they can hire the ClusterFunk Art Lounge.
Yeah. My thing pairs so well with food and wine too.
Yeah. Well, everything pairs well with food. Have you been, Brittany, have you been over the Sonoma Community Center before? Do you know where that is? Okay, because they do a lot of cool stuff there. And that's just essentially a massive art studio with ceramics
I've
and
done
fiber
like queer
arts.
art camp.
Oh, you have? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
Smith.
there was a corporate event. They rented out a room and I did a paint party.
And that's cool. It's an old elementary school, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a really beautiful old building. And I love that you have the chance to do all sorts of different cool stuff there. And then they have big elephant sculptures. You get a chance to go down the street now. They have these massive, like 12 to 18-foot elephant statues out front from some artist. So that might be your next art lounge. Massive things there. Before we move on to, you're going to help me answer. Do you know that you answer questions from visitors? Did I tell you that?
Sure. Let's
go.
Okay,
good. But before we do that,
yes.
Do you have a website where people can get more information?
I do.
What is it?
ClusterFunk Studios. Don't forget the N and don't forget the S. .com.
ClusterFunk Studios.
ClusterFunkStudios.com.
And there we can find out how to hire you, more information, where you're going to be.
Absolutely.
The whole theme. And you have the conversation clubs in there too.
Yes.
Sure. That's the one-stop shop.
The conversation club is very new. So I'm going to be posting. I'm going to try to post that today.
You better, because this will be coming out in a couple days.
Yeah.
No, good, because then you can find.
But the conversation club can happen at any time.
Right.
Like I was at a wellness fair and was talking to some people about. My question for that day was, should people take the weight loss shot?
Oh yeah, that everyone's taking that Ozempic and stuff like that. Yeah.
And there's different forms of it out now too. Like,
There are all those ads pop up
Yeah.
when you're watching TV. That's a great question. So
Yeah.
what did people say?
ooh, well, a lot of people were like, I don't know enough about it. Or people were like, oh, it should be up to their choice. It depends, what person wants to do.
Right.
Some people were vehemently against it. No, I don't think anyone should be taking it because we don't know what the long-term effects are.
Okay.
Or it's changes the way your body works naturally.
Okay.
And so, that can't be good.
Oh.
And then I had some people who were like, yeah, I'm on it.
Okay.
Or like, yeah, my sister did it or my cousin did it and they got great results. And,
Interesting. But do you have to take? Okay, now we're going sideways.
Let's go.
And by the way, if Wegovy, who I think wants to, if you want to sponsor the podcast, do you have to take it your whole life though?
I think you do.
Because it's sort of like
I think if you ever stop, you'll get fatter than ever.
Really, like it comes back with a vengeance.
So yeah,
but I can also understand it can be life changing for people who need it.
absolutely.
Right. And again, I'm not. You're not also a doctor, are you? Able to pull that one? Like I'm a nutritionist.
Of sorts.
Yeah, but I'm not. So
What do you need?
but yes, I don't know, and you don't know.
But this was because someone asked me what my take on it was.
Okay.
And I said, well, I do think that it's helpful for people who need some immediate relief.
Yeah.
It feels to me like it's like bariatric surgery in a syringe.
Mm-hmm.
But also when they send you for bariatric surgery, they don't just pull out your stomach and tell you to go home and live your life.
No, they give you
They
support.
give you support.
You
So
need
I
it.
think this shot should be the same way.
And that's
That
great insight.
It should come with therapy, a nutritionist,
I wonder if it does.
a
It probably
diet
doesn't.
plan,
And knowing American
you know.
pharmaceuticals, it probably does not. It probably
Yeah.
just like, here you go.
It's like, here's your shot.
Well, I know someone who went through weight loss and needed it and had great results, but she did it through like a hospital program, and it was like, exercise and nutrition, and there was like the wraparound approach.
Right,
A lot of support.
And then something to wean you off,
Yeah.
right? Because
of-
I don't want to take this shot forever, unless that is the plan.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, look, once you start this, you can't stop. Like that sounds like something out of a movie.
It does. It's like
Yeah.
Black Mirror episode. Like,
I want to play a game.
right? Like, maybe I don't want to
Yeah,
play that.
I
Thanks a
know.
lot. Yeah.
So okay, the shot, but this is how this will start you with a high dose, and then we'll slowly
Wean you
lower
off,
your
if you can do that.
doses
Yeah.
until you can keep the weight off, or you can maintain your lifestyle.
Right.
So you don't have to keep taking the shot.
That's interesting. Okay. So you're going to ask these kind of provocative questions at different times.
Yeah.
And
And
obviously,
I can, they could be just on record for me to write about it. Sometimes if people don't want to do a video, because I love doing a video because the body language is so important.
that's why I've been flat affect the whole time.
There you go.
I don't want any tells. No, yeah.
Robots. But yeah, but some people are weird about being on video,
Absolutely.
which I totally get.
I get it. Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, can I reference it in a writing? Can I quote you or something? And I'm not a reporter or anything, so I tell them.
But you kind of are. I mean, in the sense that, like, the best, purest kind. Is
Right,
that
yeah.
This is
an
my,
inquisitive person.
my recollection of having a conversation with someone.
And then I write it, and then I'll put it in the conversation club on the
Great.
virtual space, and then it's and then you can go on there and you can
Interact with the kind of what other people thought.
you can bring up your own topics. Like I'll let
Okay.
people publish their own writing. So if you are a writer and
Right.
you need a release, or you want to do some quick, candid writing,
Right.
but you don't want to put it on social media because people don't tend to read long form writing on social media. They like
do not.
videos. It's very video and
It's
picture.
videos, pictures.
Yeah, but there are people who are like word people, and that's
Well,
white people.
In the early days of the internet, there was some really good writing on the internet because people realized that was a place to get their words out there.
Right.
And before publishing houses,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't get out there, but you could self-publish a blog or
Yeah.
a long form, like back in the zine movement and stuff like that. And that was kind of neat. And like early internet was that way. It was like there were some great stories out
Mm-hmm.
there.
Until video and pictures came out.
Video killed the radio star.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all over. I know.
So,
It was all over.
I want to give people a space where they can kind of freely write
Yeah.
without your because on social media, maybe your family's on there
right.
or something. So you
right.
don't want them to see
All those bad words you're writing, Britney.
Yeah.
Mom and dad are shaking their finger at you.
Yeah.
And
So I'll put them there, and then the only people who are going to see it are other people who are subscribed into.
Oh, I got you. So they're part of the community there.
Yes.
So you're kind of building a conversational salon. You're building a community, both online. And then ironically enough, you're like, but also you need to learn how to talk in person. So go to these events for those in-person connections.
Absolutely.
Wow. Circle be unbroken. It's going through it, man.
Call me. I'll come to your job, and if you guys need to have because team building, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Team building via talking and conversation. We don't have to rant about the job, although I don't mind the drama.
What are the three worst things about your boss? Who's standing
right there?
No, but that could be good for people talking and knowing. And if you formulated it right, from obviously a corporate job setting is different than a bachelorette party.
Absolutely.
That could be kind of a good way to learn about your coworkers and also the things you share in common and how you challenge or how you overcome challenges and things like that.
Yeah, having someone that's outside of the company facilitate just dialogue and conversation. It doesn't have to be about the company, but it could be about things in life that we all have to deal with. Healthcare or
all the stuff,
community stuff, traffic, what's happening with other businesses, what do you know about them, other industries? Is anyone else doing anything outside of work that's really interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out 3 of you are doing this. Okay. You didn't even know that.
Right. And that's a good point. And especially when you're in your work, it is weird that work life and home life are separate and oftentimes for good stuff, but you can bring the good parts from each to the other.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just don't bring all your, Excel spreadsheet and expense report crap to home because that makes it so boring.
It does.
Oh, that's the worst. When you were in the Marines, were you like in a clerical position or were you like out there making things go away?
I was out there making things go away.
When you mentioned artillery booming.
I was in combat logistics.
Oh, so I got stuff to different places.
Yes.
Wow.
I supported the effort to make things go away.
So all the trucks and all the helicopters and all the containers.
That was my thing.
Really?
Moving all that stuff.
Yeah.
Beans, bullets, Band-Aids.
Beans, bullets, Band-Aids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that like the logistics corps?
That's what you scream at night.
Where are the beans?
Off the deck of the ship.
That is funny. Okay, so that explains also why you're good at moving things along.
Yes.
See,
moderating.
Yeah.
My life has weirdly led up to, it makes kind of sense why I'm able to do the thing that I'm doing now in the way that I do it because of all the training and stuff that I've had before. I've taken little things down to my dad, and the things that he taught me and the stuff I saw my mom doing and, all these interactions that I had with these people when I was working the beat, and taking those concepts and bringing them into like normal people life or civilian life or, just regular people just talking. And this, I would say that I got training that most people should get.
Okay.
But because they don't go into those roles,
they
don't teach you how to relate to everyone.
Well, I just say the quick side note, and we're going to get to this, but one of the interesting things or advantages of the military or any big organization, it throws people from all over together very close.
Oh, yeah.
Very quickly. And for some people, it's a way to learn from other people.
Right.
For other people, they might be extremely uncomfortable and they have to figure out and deal with that uncomfortable.
Oh, they make you deal with it.
But the good thing is there's a guy yelling at you.
Yeah.
But I think, if we had, now we're going to slightly go sideways, but if we had a compulsory national program where everyone from different walks of life, when they were young and impressionable, had the chance to meet other people they wouldn't normally interact with, there might be more understanding and better chance to know how to talk to people.
Absolutely.
And if it's moderated, like the Marines is certainly moderated, you have the organizational framework for someone to operate within. But
in a roundabout way, that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring people from anywhere. I don't have any requirements on what you have to do, or you don't have to be an artist. I'm not even focusing on artists anymore. You could be anyone.
Right.
Literally anyone I could go find a homeless person, bring them in and have a conversation with them and imagine the things that they would say.
Yeah.
And all the ways that you could relate to this guy that you probably walk by every day.
Yeah, the shared experience you have that you don't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't do it like the Marines by making me run until I throw up and yelling at me.
And that's what you want. You know, some people have some weird things they're into.
That cost extra.
No.
All right, Brittany, before we move on, what's the website again one more time?
ClusterFunkStudios.com.
Check it all out there.
Also, you can find me on social media, cluster.funk. That's my handle.
Okay.
Cluster.funk.
F-U-N-K.
F-U-N-K.
Cluster.
Remember the N.
It's very important. Okay, Brittany, you might not know this, but maybe you do now. We have 2 visitor centers. People call us, they text us, they ask us all sorts of questions.
Okay.
You're going to help me in the segment that we call We Get Questions.
All right. We get questions.
Here are real questions we got to this week. Real questions we got. You're going to help me. You're now a volunteer at the visitor center.
All right.
Okay, here we go. First question we got. They walked in 2 days ago. We are wildlife photographers. And what are some good wildlife that we should go capture?
Ooh.
Yeah, like what
I would say go to a bar at 1:30 in the morning.
Let me tell you.
Capture that wildlife. Let me tell
That
you.
would be the wildlife. Go to Belvedere, go to the, what's the dirty bird called now? The bird? No.
The mockingbird.
The mockingbird.
Yeah.
Steiner's here in town.
Go to the crawl in Katati.
We have one called Starling Katati.
Yeah. There's some good wildlife
There's
for you
some
there.
good wildlife. No, these guys were funny. They were a husband and wife couple,
Uh-huh.
and they were wearing the gear. You know, like the outdoorsy people have gear, and they have a look. And they had that look, right? She had like long gray hair, and
Oh, wow.
you know, he had that kind of look. And
Nigel Thornberry.
They were very like boom. And then I asked them like, "Oh, you guys just you're photographers, like you're bird photographers?" And they're like, "No, we shoot like grizzly bears and hawks and cougars. Like they travel around the world, but they live in Northern California." So I said, "Well, we do have mountain lions / cougars here in the hills. I hope I never see them. I don't think you've ever seen one, have you?"
I'm of African descent, and we do not seek out those types
places,
of,
those experiences,
those creatures.
The last time you went bivouacking,
Leave them where they're in their home,
the
where
government
they belong.
paid for you to be out in the desert.
Yeah.
The last time.
Yes.
So don't go chasing mountain lions, but we do have them. We have bears. But I also said, in the plaza, the Sonoma Plaza, where you were, we do have lovely birds and
So
squirrels.
you sent these poor people out there to the bears and the cougars.
They know those animals. They know more than you
Do
know.
they know those
do.
animals?
They have
I
that
don't
look.
know.
They
People
have that
can go and buy anything from REI.
That's totally true.
I'm just saying.
Like it's all fresh already here. But yeah, there is some good wildlife. I would personally avoid the bears, which are out there up at Sugarloaf. The cougars, which are also up there. But also, there's squirrels and rattlesnakes and all sorts of flora and fauna out there. Sugarloaf Ridge State Park, Jack London State Park. And even, we have salmon that come up the creeks here. See?
Really?
Yeah, we really do. We actually,
Delicious.
you can't eat the ones. They're
Oh,
spawning. You gotta wait.
See, that's the problem. I'm from Florida.
I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it.
You know what? Let me say this.
Yeah.
I love animals,
Right.
but I can't get over the fish. To me, are just floating food. I don't know how to see them another way.
You wouldn't eat a manatee, would you? Look at you. You're like,
Some Old Bay and some garlic butter.
No, you can't eat a manatee.
You're not supposed to, but if that's what you catch, you know what I'm saying? You already got the grill going.
Okay, in Florida.
Terrible.
Oh, Visit Florida is going to send me a letter. Oh, so right, you can't eat salmon spawning because they're making more salmon. So if they're going up a creek
That's
to make
wonderful.
more salmon,
It all
you want to let them go.
sounds
Circle of life. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Good answer.
The bears have to follow that too, by the way. Make sure those people talk to the bears when they get
bears
there.
can eat the salmon. I'm not interrupting the bears. You've seen a bear, right?
I have.
They're scary.
You sent those people to the bears.
I haven't heard back from them.
There you go.
Okay, another question. I hear there's an event coming up where people can taste wine in Sonoma Valley for $15. Is this real?
I saw that. At the center when I went and visited.
Did you see that?
Yeah, you had there are signs up. That's something to be said about good signage.
Thank you.
If you own a business.
Good signage.
Good signage.
Good signage. Yeah, we have
Necessary.
posters up. You're right.
Yeah.
There's a Sonoma Sips is a new campaign. Or not a new campaign. It happens February 15th to March 15th. See the 15?
Yes.
$15.
Look at that.
Signs and numbers.
Putting it all
Boom.
together.
So that starts February 15th. And people can come up and do some $15 wine tastings.
Oh, I bet they do. It's just the wine tastings are like $50.
Right. So this is a special offer.
Yeah.
Tell your friends from Florida. Come on up. Here's one I don't even
People
know.
from Florida drink moonshine.
Do they really?
That is the wine out there. That's the Florida wine.
Florida wine's the best of the moonshine.
Yeah.
I have been. There's a town called Ocala.
Oh yeah.
Ocala? And there is a winery out there in Florida I visited.
Like the only one.
The story's over now.
Like, we got a winery.
It was a nice experience.
Grapes from Publix.
Exactly. next to the deli.
Mm-hmm. They just go get them out the bag. They still got some stems in them and
It's
stuff.
not a big deal. You're terrible.
It's a sediment.
It's terrible.
Okay, I think this is a stem.
Oh god. Okay, so here's a question we get at the visitor center.
Okay.
What's your favorite wine?
Ooh, Chardonnay.
You like Chardonnay?
Love
Chardonnay's good.
Chardonnay.
Okay, good for you. Yeah,
But you know what? I've had some, apparently, Sauv Blancs are slowly turning into better, or Chardonnays, I think.
Okay.
And I think Chards are turning into Sauv Blancs.
It's the grand unification
Yeah,
of
it
grapes.
is. They're all crossing
They're coming
paths
together.
again. Yeah. So
Sauvignon.
I
That might be a new wine. Sauvignon.
Yeah.
Chardonnay Blanc. That might be it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We have a new varietal now.
thank you.
And I know everyone listening to this knows what a varietal is, because people from not here do not know what a varietal is.
Did you learn that
They'll
word
be
when
like,
you
I
moved
like
here?
variety.
Did you learn that word when you moved here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I worked in a tasting room.
You did?
Yes. I had
What
to,
other job have you had? They haven't told- You worked in a tasting room?
Well, when I started ClusterFunk, I knew the wine customer would be my customer.
Okay.
And so how else am I going to experience that customer? So I went and got a job in a winery.
You were what we call a bottle jockey. You were pouring the wine and saying, "Will you join our wine club?"
To people about the
Really?
winery. Yeah.
Is it around here? You don't have to name drop.
It was
them.
at Brooks Note in Petaluma.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a hard job.
I actually do paint parties there now.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I know some people do it. Sometimes retired people say, "I'm going to go work in a tasting room for fun," and it can be fun, but it's actually a lot of work. So you have to like to talk to people. And
Hence the conversation.
Hence the conversation.
Yeah, you
but
see
not,
that?
But not everyone likes to do that. And sometimes you do get rude people, and you got to be able to handle them. You know, you're a Marine, you can handle that. But you know, when I was a bartender, you kind of had to use humor and deflection if people are rude or overserved. You're like, it's like, I can't serve you anymore. You got to be good at that, and some people don't like that. So,
Yeah.
that's what's there. But you'd be good at it.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, so Chardonnay. What we say the visitor center is that we love all the wines equally.
Oh,
But
that's
we,
nice.
but
That's a lie.
we do have favorites.
Wineries don't even love all their wines equally.
Shh, don't
They're like, I hate this one. Sell it. Sell more so we can get rid of it. Now replace it with cases I like.
no comment. So our favorite wines, my personal favorites that I'm drinking now. I actually do like Merlot. I like the big red sometimes and the stuff like that. I like Zinfandel and Sauv Blanc. My wife's getting into Chardonnay, which she is shocked. And I said, I think that happens at a certain time in your life. You become a Chardonnay person.
I was like you. I was big on Merlot
Yeah.
and Zinfandel.
Yeah.
And then I started dating.
Uh-oh.
And
A Chardonnay person?
Yes.
Look what happens. You ruined my life and my palate. Chardonnay is good though.
And the time of year, it started getting hot around that time.
And that's well.
I was like, oh, I don't want this huge red wine.
No, Brittany, you're so smart because a lot of wine is contextual, right? And so where are you drinking it? Are you in the backyard having a picnic?
Right.
With some grilled manatee?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Don't
A little
forget
bit
the
of
Old Bay.
Old Bay. That's a big thing in back east, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I know, you're so funny.
I have to have my own supply because,
For real.
yeah.
I met a woman, Andrea. She used to have Quarter Acre Farm here in Sonoma, and she moved back home to Maryland. And she said, Old Bay's on everything, but there's another type of Old Bay that they have there, like the second company. You know? But she goes, that's on everything out there. Okay. Is it like the way we do Tapatio out here, like the hot sauce or something like that? Or like avocado? Sriracha.
Yeah.
Someone said Californians eat a lot of avocado.
Or that, what's that stuff? Tangin?
Oh, a tahine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That stuff's great. You had
I
that?
hate that stuff. I feel like that is the California Old Bay.
It is.
That they
Tahine's
put
really good.
they put it on the rims of
Yeah, for margaritas.
drinks,
Yeah,
and
tahine.
they pour it in the beer. It's floating around in your drink. Sometimes I get stuff, and what is this floating around?
They're like tahine. Yeah.
They put it on mangoes,
Yeah.
and the Mexican areas. They put it on the fruit.
Michelada. Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this stuff?
They don't have that in Florida where it got the mango and they cut it up and then they put that on there. It's so good.
No.
Really? See, that's again.
The most I'll see is somebody put salt on watermelon, which I
Okay, is that
also
good?
vehemently hate. No.
Oh, that's good. Why? Because it takes away like the tang?
I don't understand why you need to salt fruit.
Some people do that because I think the salt does something to.
That's what they say. I think it just makes it salty. There you go.
And that's been taste with Britney. I think it makes it salty. Okay, here's another one we got. I can imagine you in the visitor center. Okay, I was there about 20 years ago in the winter. And there was an event, and I can't remember what it was. So, what is there to do in the winter?
In Sonoma?
Yeah, this is a phone call we got, and the guy couldn't remember what he was doing, but he wanted to know what else there is to do in the winter.
Wine. You go to the tasting room.
There's lots of tasting rooms.
And you drink wine.
You can do that.
That is what you do in Sonoma.
You can also hike. You personally said you would not.
With the bears?
No, if
and
you
those
go
people out there that got eaten that you sent out
with their REI vest just in the bushes,
hanging in the tree.
Those look familiar. No, you can do hiking. The mustard is coming out. You can paint. You can go to a paint party.
You can.
Thank you. You go to a conversation club.
You can go to a conversation club.
Brittany, I swear to God, this is going off the rails. You can do all sorts of fun stuff in the winter, but we don't know what the event was because you couldn't remember what kind of event it was. But there are events.
He probably had too much wine.
Probably did.
Because if he was here, he definitely had lots of wine.
Maybe he went to a crab feed. Those are fun. Or a crab feast, as they call them sometimes. Have you ever been to one of those?
Crab feasts out here?
Oh, my God. Brittany, yes. If you go to a crab feast or feed, it's where you go to this big... do you guys have like seafood boils in Florida?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so same sort of thing, but just with crab. So you get Dungeness crab, which is our crab. We're very proud of it.
I know.
I mean, Portland and has it too.
Humongous.
Seattle. They're huge. They're big crabs. They're delicious, in our opinion. Face, look at you. Look at you.
Listening.
I'm trying to make you into a Californian.
I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And so
They're
you go to
delicious Dungeness crab.
and they're so good, and you eat it, and it usually supports something like the 4-H club or a high school has it. Like it's usually a fundraiser for something, but sometimes a winery will have it. It's just you just have your butter and you dip it in it, and it's so good. Or we have what's called cioppino, which is a soup here from San Francisco. Supposedly chip in cioppino, chip in everything you got. The Italian fishermen would just make this big seafood stew, and it has like a wine base and some tomato. I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm going to call you next time you're at a call.
I've had the soup before.
The cioppino.
Cioppino, yeah.
Just call it the soup.
I called it this soup.
This is like a tradition. This is part of our heritage.
I'm not a soup person. I don't really.
Okay.
I don't know. There's not a lot of soups.
No?
Not a lot of soups happened in my house growing up. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Maybe chicken noodle.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Not exciting, but if you're
But
sick,
definitely
it's
not
really good for you.
Chioppino. Chioppino.
It sounds like you throw a chia pet in there.
Chippuccino.
All right, well, then you won't be good at this question, but maybe you will. Someone came in and they're looking for chowder.
Okay.
So usually it means clam chowder or seafood chowder. Have you had that before in Sonoma County?
Yes.
Do you know a good place that serves it?
A good clam chowder out here.
Chowder.
Fishitarian.
Fishitarian's got clam chowder. Yeah.
They do. Also, Ginocchio's.
Yep. Good spot out there in Bodega Bay.
I do events there.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, Patty's so nice. I know her. Spud Point Crab Company has chowder, but you can't do events. It's like an outdoor spot that's out there. You mentioned Fishitarian. A lot of places out at the coast, which is not far from here. About 45 minutes to an hour.
I love to take my RV out to the coast.
It's beautiful.
And open up my window and look at the ocean air.
Oh, and you take a nap and the air comes in. It's so good. Absent Bodega Head, Salmon Creek. You go north to some of those beaches. They're phenomenal out there. That's a good spot. If you're in Sonoma Valley and you don't want to drive out there, there are some places where you can get chowder. We have a place called Valley Swim Club, which is here. The people from Valley Bar and Bottle, and they just got a James Beard nod, which is like a big deal in the food world. Yeah.
Yes.
They also own Valley Bar and Bottle, Valley Swim Club, which is actually like an East Coast style fish house. So you might feel at home there.
Maybe. No. A lot of times, people in California be like, "This is like
authentic East Coast style.
This is soul food," and then you go there and it's like salted. This is salt.
It's just salt.
Yeah.
Not the flavor. Maybe your conversation club could also be like Britney's riff on food. You know what? I will tell you something. I got to say something. about growing up, I had never had soul food, right? I grew up in the South Bay, so Asian, Mexican food, very Indian food, you could get it. My mom was from Ohio. Lovely place. I went to school in Milwaukee and had some soul food there, and I was like, what is going on with this food? Very good, very flavorful. I love it. We don't have restaurants that serve soul food in Sonoma Valley, as far as I know, in the valley. And even the ones in the county, there's Red Bee Barbecue in northern Sonoma County sometimes has soul food style.
There's like Asian people in the Red Bee Barbecue place.
There is.
Right.
We don't really have, when I lived in Oakland.
Not that Asians can't do barbecue.
Right.
You know,
but there's a different style barbecue. Different style.
Yeah.
We don't have soul food out here like they do in other parts. Where?
Sweet Teas.
Oh, Sweet Teas. Yeah.
Saucy Mamas.
Is that open? Is that Saucy Mamas still there?
Saucy Mamas is in Guerneville.
Guerneville? Okay.
Very good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay. But going back to our discussion about you need enough of a cluster to build up a whole ecosystem of that cuisine, right? So like Mexican food in maybe Wichita, Kansas, I don't know, might not be as good as it is in San Diego.
Possibly.
Because there's probably not enough of a cluster, right? To have like, okay, one shop's fine.
People from there who know, you know.
Yeah, and they kind of spin off the ecosystem. Like I worked here, now I'm going to go there. Or, you know, I'm from this place and this cuisine, I'm going to bring it. And we're going to build on it and adapt it.
And, you know, restaurants, and this is just this really an opinion or an observation, I think. But restaurants only need to be as good as the patrons need who
100%.
Come in there. So if I'm in a place and they don't really know what tacos are,
right,
I can make a moderate taco. And people will be like, oh, have you been to the taco place? That sounds good. And then you get someone who, you know, maybe they're from Mexico or from San Diego. And they're like, they come in to your taco place and they're like, what is that? Is that lettuce on the taco?
Right.
Wow. You know, and they're gonna rip your tacos. But the people there, they don't know because they don't know any better.
Right.
You know?
And for them, that's good experience. Yeah. You have a great point there. I think that's a really good insight, actually, that the food there has to be at the level of the expectation of the customer.
Right. That's all you need.
And if they're okay with that, you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
But you're right.
You better not ever leave there. Don't you ever take that thing to look here. Because you come out here.
Yeah. You're in trouble.
They're going to rip you a new one.
If you make mediocre chili and you go to the Texas chili cook-off, you're going to have problems. Right? Okay, that's fair enough. That's a good insight from a woman who's traveled a lot.
I do what I can.
You've been places.
I have.
I like that. Britney, you answered all the questions correctly.
Oh, thank you.
You're amazing.
What do I win?
Hey! Wait, editor, put in some sounds. or Brittany the DJ will send them later. Again, this has been wonderful. We did it. We did the podcast.
We did the podcast.
You're great. Brittany, if people want more information about the paint, they're not paint parties, but the art lounges or the conversation clubs or the DJ, how do they find more information about you again?
ClusterFunkStudios.com, or you can follow me on social media, Instagram or Facebook, cluster.funk.
Okay. And after you've done that and you've joined the conversation club online, after you've like found her where she's doing her DJ sets, after you've done all of that, go to SonomaValley.com for deals, special offers, and events, especially information about Sonoma Sips coming up, $15 wine tastings. Brittany, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And I can't wait to hear more from you, perhaps even on the radio station where we're filming this.
Yes.
Okay. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, Mom and Dad, thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week.